The latest speculation shaking the K-pop community and the international music world comes from the silent movements of two big names, BTS's Jungkook and DJ Snake. Without visual documentation, without open confirmation, and without mainstream media spotlight, the issue of their meeting has only grown. Not because of what was explicitly stated, but because of what was left hanging. It all started with a symbolic post by DJ Snake, a glowing snake icon on a purple background, a color long associated with BTS and ARMY. Not long after, fans noticed that Jungkook began pulling away from the public, along with traces of his presence allegedly recorded at the same location as DJ Snake at a close time. Without a single word from either of them, that signal was enough to ignite thousands of speculations. The assumption of a new collaboration project between Jungkook and DJ Snake quickly spread. Many believe that the two met privately in a highly closed setting. The project is predicted to be more than just a typical musical collaboration, but part of a global development for Jungkook's next solo move, a new phase, quietly arranged but with major impact. While most attention was on this duo, public spotlight suddenly shifted to one suspicious moment, an interaction from Taehyung, interpreted by some fans as full of symbolic meaning. In that moment, he conveyed a reflection without mentioning names, yet it shook the community. The message didn't point to any specific project, but the timing, close to the Jungkook and DJ Snake issue, led many fans to connect it as an implied response to the trending situation. Fan reactions varied. Some saw it as a form of empathy, others viewed it as a hidden signal about something being kept secret. What's certain is that the moment didn't occur in a vacuum. It actually expanded the narrative in the midst of scarce concrete information on social media. The conversation kept evolving. It was no longer just a question of whether Jungkook and DJ Snake really met, but also why such a major project seemed to proceed without a single piece of public documentation. Many believe this is a deliberate narrative strategy, a form of reverse promotion, where absence becomes the main stage. Without solid information, the public is lured into solving the puzzle themselves, an effective way to stir mass attention without appearing directly on screen. Meanwhile, fans are showing extraordinary solidarity. Without needing any confirmation, they voice full support for Jungkook. Across community forums, comments like, "We know you're preparing something big," and "Even in silence, we still believe," prove that trust in Jungkook goes beyond physical presence or media involvement. Interestingly, this situation creates a two-layer narrative, one about the unseen project and another about the dynamic relationship between BTS members. Public response to Taehyung's interaction deepens this complexity. Was it merely a personal reflection, or a signal that something bigger is underway? Some music observers believe that if this project truly exists, then this discreet approach is no accident. DJ Snake is known for his promotional strategy, based on symbolism and vague visuals. Jungkook, on the other hand, has built an international reputation that could mesh powerfully with DJ Snake's production style. The combination is said to mark the birth of a new format in global K-pop expansion, more mature, more experimental, and more strategic. But to this day, neither DJ Snake nor Jungkook has come forward with any explanation.
No teaser, no documentation, no anunciante.
Yet in this silence, the story keeps growing. Empty space becomes speculative space. Issues left unclarified become endlessly discussed topics, and maybe that's where its power lies. That without showing up in public, this project has managed to create resonance. That silence can be louder than words. And that one small movement, understood only by those who look deeper, is enough to create waves. For now, the main question is no longer whether Jungkook and DJ Snake are collaborating, but when will the world see it with their own eyes? And why until today, only gestures, not presence, have been left behind? However, behind the wave of enthusiasm, emotional support, and ever-growing speculation arises one critical question that must not be ignored. Is all this really happening? Or are we part of a grand scenario purposely designed to shape a particular narrative? In the digital era, the line between reality and perception becomes increasingly blurry. A symbolic Instagram post, a TikTok video snippet claimed as evidence, or a speculative Twitter thread can evolve into a full-blown story believed by millions in no time. But how far can we distinguish between reality and engineered viral content? The issue of a secret project between Jungkook and DJ Snake, for instance, has yet to be accompanied by open confirmation, public statements, or verifiable evidence. Then, why does this issue keep living, growing, and even becoming the center of global community discussion? Is it possible that the silence of the mentioned parties becomes the most effective fuel in creating sensation? And if there truly is a project behind the scenes, why is it not revealed? On the other hand, if all of this is merely a chain of assumptions and social media visual games, shouldn't we be more alert to how our expectations are being manipulated? Many digital media now rely on interaction, clicks, views, likes, and shares. Thus, a provocative question arises: does a narrative like this grow because of facts or because of algorithms? Are the media and fan communities now unconsciously part of a larger ecosystem that sells doubt and curiosity as the main product to the public? We gathered information from various open sources: TikTok, YouTube, Twitter, and buzzing online discussion forums among international fans. But it must be acknowledged that the validity level of each information source varies greatly and has yet to be confirmed by strict journalistic standards. Many come from visual assumptions, personal interpretations, even manipulated visual content. In such a situation, the public has a moral responsibility to remain critical and not be swept away by a narrative flow that may not be true. Every post, every article, every viral thread should be met with questions like: what is the factual basis of this information? Who first spread this issue? Did this narrative emerge organically, or was it shaped by certain interests? And more importantly, what is the impact if it turns out this is all just a cleverly packaged illusion? If the project between Jungkook and DJ Snake is indeed happening, we will surely welcome it as a major work worthy of appreciation. But if such collaboration never existed, and all of this stemmed from assumptions amplified by social media, then we must be ready to accept that collective perception can also go astray. In modern digital history, it's not the first time the public has been dragged into false narratives carefully designed to feel convincing. Edited images, linked flight schedules, or even an idol's small gesture can be blown out of proportion by mass interpretation. That is why we invite you, the viewers and readers, to not just be passive consumers of circulating information. Be part of a reflective society, one that questions, investigates, and isn't easily convinced by visual packaging or tempting narratives. IT could be a hidden promotional strategy. It could also be a new form of communication in the post-visual era, where invisibility becomes the communication itself. But it could also be, and this is the most uncomfortable to accept, just a mass illusion, a viral construction with no real basis. So, we return the question to all of you. Do you believe this project truly exists? Or do you feel you're being drawn into a never-ending puzzle designed to spark enthusiasm, not to convey reality? Whatever the answer, one thing is certain. We are all living in a time where narratives can be built without facts, and where trust becomes the most valuable commodity in the modern media industry. Thank you for reading and for thinking critically.